Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ryan, and today, when this video is being released, it is December 1st. And that means this is going to be the first video of my month-long review of dark malty beers. And what I mean by that is I'm going to attempt to put out a video every day this month focused around either stouts and porters, Belgian quads, anything along those lines. And my plan, anyway, is to basically that last week of December between Christmas and New Year's Eve, focus primarily on dark Belgian beers, mostly Trappist beers. So we'll see. We'll see if that happens. Don't hold me to it. That's the plan. Don't chastise me if it doesn't happen. So, to start this off, I'm going to be reviewing a beer. It's a collaboration beer. I can't talk. It's a collaboration between Idiom Brewing Company, based out of Frederick, Maryland, and Nepenthe Brewing Company, based out of Baltimore, Maryland. And I hope I'm saying Nepenthe right. I have talked with many people in this area, and we're still not exactly sure how you pronounce it. Anyway, this is their Numbed Out, an Imperial Stout coming in at 12% ABV, so it's a big boy. I freaking love this can art. This one, I think, is hilarious. Got his little hop dude. He's got a pizza box there with one slice of pizza. Looks like he's got some maybe soda cans, beer cans. He's laying around there. There's also this can, which when you look real close, looks like it says Red Bull. He's got, looks to be like a Xbox controller in his hand. One hand and a bag of chips. And then, of course, you have the TV there. So I think this is pretty cool. One of the better ones. I mean, I think Idiom does a great job with their can art overall, but this one is hilarious. All right, so like I said, this is an Imperial Stout coming in at 12% ABV. This was aged in Elijah Craig and Widow Jane barrels, and it was brewed with cacao, caramel, and walnuts. I'm super excited for this one. Please don't let me down. I try not to be super excited when I go into these, but come on, that just sounds delicious to me. Now, Untapped says, we collaborated with our friends from Nepenthe to create this big barrel-aged stout. It rested in Elijah Craig and Widow Jane barrels for 6 months and was conditioned on healthy doses of caramel, cacao, and walnut. It's a rich and indulgent delight, aged to perfection. I just had myself a Chipotle burrito, waited a little bit for the heat to die off, so I'm ready for a dessert. I'm hoping that's what we get here. Oh yeah, canned on date. They don't do canned on dates, but this was just released last Thursday, this Thursday. It is now Friday, so it's less than 48 hours old. It's like 20, actually it's probably like 30 hours old. Let's get into it. Try not to make a mess and splatter all over the place. All right, we're good. Hashtag proper glassware in terms of this is an Idiom glass. Wow. Yeah. That is dark. Woo! And I can smell it from here. I smell the booze. First off, I want to point out that poured out one finger of a mocha colored head. And that is frothy looking. In terms of the color, just want to really make sure here. Yeah, that is black as the night. I hold that up to my extremely bright construction LED light that I use. I cannot get anything out from that. It is just, that is black. I'll give you a close-up. You can see that, maybe you can see that mocha colored head. All right. Whew. All right. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do a sniff from afar here. Shout out to Bumpy Road Brewery, or Bumpy Road Brews. Well, now I can't get anything. Let's get a real whiff. Yep, you get the bourbon notes for sure. They definitely stand out. Along with some nice roasty notes. I'm also getting some tannins, I would say, from the barrels as well. In terms of the other adjuncts, I'm not really getting the, what was it, cacao, caramel, and walnut. It's really the barrel aged, the bourbon, the tannins. Let's try this actually. Okay, so there I actually got some walnut and a touch of caramel. But primarily I'm only getting that when I'm holding my hand over it. Yeah, not so much. Definitely getting some alcohol legs, nice lacing as well. Let's dive in, shall we? Cheers. Nice. Wow. This is what I want on a cold winter day. Full body, smooth. It's somewhere between creamy and syrupy. I don't really want to say syrupy, I want to go more creamy. Yeah. That is dangerously good. Normally I go into the tasting notes, but I want to talk about this being 12%. Yeah, you have the bourbon barrel notes, but this is not boozy. This is really good. And super dangerous. I mean, it is chocolatey, it's like a milk chocolate, but not sweet. But it's that smooth milk chocolate kind of notes. It's almost like I'm getting Hershey's syrup. Yeah, so up front I'm getting like that milk chocolate. Again, I know milk chocolate is synonymous with, you know, super sweet flavors, but this is not sweet. It's more, I'm saying milk chocolate because I'm getting chocolate, but it's not a bitter chocolate, and that smooth creaminess of the body and mouthfeel just makes me think of Hershey's chocolate. Sorry, camera cut me off there because I went on that long spiel about what I'm doing in December. Continuing on with this, This is an amazing beer. You get, again, that chocolate note up front, but you're also getting the bourbon barrel aging notes in there, but it is not an overwhelming bourbon flavor by any means. It is not boozy. They've done some other bourbon barrel stouts and beers before where, in fact, one of my favorite, actually, Off Your Gourd, they did a bourbon barrel aging version of that where you tasted the bourbon for sure. It was overpowering. I still really much enjoyed it. That's not the case with this. This is a perfect, a real nice mix of that chocolate, but immediately after the chocolate, almost at the same time, but I get chocolate up front, but immediately after you do get that bourbon aging notes in there. In terms of the walnut and caramel, I can tell they're there. It's just both of them are faint. Yeah, the caramel comes in midway through the palate. So again, up front you get that chocolate immediately, but also followed by the bourbon barrel notes. After that, midway through, I'm getting the walnut and the caramel notes. Again, very subtle though, very subtle, very faint. And on the finish and aftertaste, I'm getting a nice roastiness. I'm also not getting like any bitterness from this either, which I kind of like on a stout. Sure, I do like some bitter stouts, but not overly bitter. I think the caramel, and yeah, I'd probably say the caramel in this is evening out the bitterness. Yeah. I'm going to a friend's house tomorrow. I only bought one can of this today. I'm going to grab a 4-pack of this. Absolutely. This is really good. I'm like amazed by this one. The body mouthfeel alone just sells it for me. The fact that it's 12% and you cannot taste any of the booze. I'm not getting even like burning in the throat, warming in the chest, nothing. This just is really good and also dangerous. So I will now sip on this and rest for the rest of the night as a nice nightcap. So, Idiom Brewing Company and Nepenthe Brewing Company, they're Numbed Out, which I freaking love. I love this can art. They're Numbed Out Imperial Stout, coming in at 12% ABV, aged in Elijah Craig and Widow Jane barrels with cacao, caramel, and walnut. Yep. I don't even have to sit here and be like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm giving this a straight 5 out of 5. This, for me, is an amazing stout. I might go and buy 2 4-packs of this tomorrow. This is right up my alley, and I might see if I can send this to some of my other beer tubing friends, if they would let me. Alright, so that's all for this video. A little longer than normal, but thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below. Let me know, first of all, have you had anything from Idiom Brewing Company? And second, have you had Numbed Out? And what did you think of it? Until next time, peace.